Hey guys, what's going on? Kilo Whiskey back here again, and we're going to pick up where we left off in the last video doing the new tutorial. It's been a long while since I've kind of done the second part of this in Lubec City, so that's what we're going to be doing today. It's that time of year, it's the New Year's event. I would recommend if you're looking or thinking about playing this game, this is kind of the time to do it. It's going to get you the biggest fast start, a little bit of leg up on the rest of the year. There's some benefits here. So like right now I'm here at the Winter Village with Father Frost standing just behind me. One thing we can do to kind of give ourselves a little bit of a advantage, we're going to talk to Father Frost and he'll give us a package. We'll get some different candies from this, but we'll also get a New Year's premium. So if you're a new player, you could use my promo code to get you that first week, and then you can go talk to Father Frost and he'll give us a second week here, and that'll give us a little boost on getting leveled up in this game. We're not going to be spending any time here. We're going to go back to the zone and get out of, show you a little bit of Winter City here. So I think they've changed a whole lot to it. So here we are back in Lubec now that we're out of the city, and if you're curious, you can get there by coming up here to the House of Culture. Since we last left off, I was at S.T.A.L.K.E.R station. Basically, all I did was I just made a beeline. I just ran straight up here to the House of Culture, talk to this guy here, and we can go to the New Year's event, get your free premium, your gift from Father Frost. There's some stuff there you can do to farm some zombies. Recommend farming those zombies and getting a hold of these different candies. They got a lot of different benefits to them. Increased stamina, weight carry, all that good stuff. Alright guys, so we're over here at the Commandant's office. We're gonna kind of go in order of the main quest line here. So once you get through S.T.A.L.K.E.R station, we have to talk to a guy in a wheelchair as soon as you walk inside, Mr. Acid. He gives us a list of quests. It appears to be the same storyline. They haven't changed this part of the game yet. We just have to go from the station to the Commandant. He's gonna give us a quest. We have to go and talk to some different gates here. So we got to go to the 3 different outposts. This is going to be a main quest we have to do to get out. And you can tell because it's got that little orange box right there. And then these yellow boxes are all secondary item. Save our ears here. It's hard to see on my screen because the resolution of my monitor. It's got 2 little arrows that are kind of reversing. So this is a daily quest. Infinitely repeatable, and this is a storyline quest. So any one-time storyline quest is going to have this like yellow box. Repeatable is going to have these arrows, and then timed quests usually have the clock, and our main quest lines have this orange chapter box. And we're going to do the report for the Outpost, but let's knock out some of these side quests too. We're gonna get a little achievement. Let me get my Nagant revolver here and load it up. So suspicious noises for Stick. He's gonna ask us to come over into this area right here, and there's a weird noises we have to check out. It's gonna be a boar. And we just gotta deal with these dogs first. Normally there's not so many dogs. I usually hit the boar once. No. Ah, there we go. Got him. Just give me my shotgun. More boars. I'm just gonna run away. But as you can see, I got a little achievement for killing a boar with the Nagant revolver. Alright, so we're gonna come over here to Mark, and let's see, he's gonna tell me about the warehouse, which is right here. We haven't done the 3 checkpoints yet. We're gonna knock this out first, and then we're gonna do those. Now that we've spoken to Mark, we're here at the warehouse. We just come up to this guy. Hey, I'm from Mark. Let me in. Totally not a ditty party. Alright, we're just gonna have to kill 3 rats and a bunch of dogs. Now there's like this invisible line on the floor. Like right here. See how they all turn and run away? So if you get overwhelmed, just come back to the door and stand here. And then they should... It might be just past the line, but... as long as you're back behind like this imaginary line here, they won't attack you. It really helps out with some of these dogs. I still need to kill 1 rat, but let's go get our grenade parts at least. So our first box is going to be behind this container. So you're going to be in this part of the warehouse. So this is right here. Yeah, so here's your first box. Right here at the base of this container. Don't worry, nobody else can take it. Only you can see it. So it'll only appear on your screen. I'm going to come into this warehouse. Alright, but our next box is going to be right here. So let's place not a target. Do a mark. Right there. Look for some stashes. Here we go. Here's a stash. These are randomly generated. They just pop up at random. Anybody can see them. Anybody can loot them. Each of the stashes has a... I don't want to say... It's not fully random, so ammunition piles will have certain ammos in them. There are weapons piles and clothing piles. You can go on the wiki to find more information about what will be in each of these stashes. Now, if you do see a stash appear, it will appear in that same spot again. And they have a timer on them. So once you loot it, it will come back. But, you know, it's several minutes in between. I feel like I'm about to get bit. Yeah, because I am. Okay. I definitely don't work for the ATF. Alright. More stashes. There's our third and final rat. Damn warehouse is just the ATF simulator. Now there should be a... It's still here, I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a diary entry in here. I think that's it. Alright. Now let's see. Is this our last box? I think I missed one. So we got 3, 4, and there should be a 5th box right here. Go ahead and mark this location. So there are your 5 boxes that you have to pick up right there. Now that we have our grenade parts, I'm just gonna get out of here. Oh, they got rid of the car. There's a fence here. There's a fence here, you bastards. Back to Mark. Alright, now we're back here at Mark. I cleared out the warehouse. So he's going to give us a marathon quest. We just got to run 2 laps around the little central park here. Pretty quick. I'll spare you the run. Okay, so first lap complete. Oh, not good at all, man. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, son of a bitch. Save me, Mark. Save me. They're eating my ass. So let's take a look at our journal. That quest is done. Now we just gotta go and get our reports from the outposts. This is a side quest. I gotta kill 2 alpha dogs for the guy at the Commandant's office. But one thing I should note is don't worry about buying anything. Like, you don't need to buy any items off the cash shop. You don't need to try to wheel and deal or grind some mutants or something like that. You know, what the game gives you, the Nagant revolver and the TOZ for, you know, this part of the game is all you need. You don't need anything else. This TOZ and the Nagant is more than enough to deal. An alpha dog. Oh. First outpost. Here from Greek. Alright. So there's our first one down. That was our first outpost right here. Now we're traveling over to our second outpost. The second two outposts are fairly close to each other. Alright. And that was him. Our last one is over here. Final gate. Greek sent me. Got it. Remember these, so you hear these little funny things going around. Remember them. You're going to see them all over the place. They're jammers. We're going to get back to those later. But now that we have the information, we just got to return it to Greek. Back to the Commandant's office. I'm going to talk to Alex real quick. I don't think... Okay, I did have a quest for him. And he's like an information guy. Can't trade with him yet, I don't believe. You can end up buying like a Mosin SKSs, stuff like that. I mean, he's going to give us a free SKS later on. Alright. Gotta go downstairs and talk to the old Stalker here. Yep. It was terrible. Man, he put that bad dragon where? Alright. Go back up here, talk to Greek. I really should put my weapon away. I've almost ND'd into so many of these characters. Alright. Dogs in town. I think this is the part where I gotta talk to Acid. Let me see here. Yeah, test from Acid. Okay, so we're gonna track that. Got some side quests I'll worry about later. Alright. Now I need your test, Mr. Acid. About the jammers, that's right. Okay. So after we get our quest update from him, let's come over here to talk to Surge. Acid. He's going to be able to get us a free TT from him. But he's going to need some cream for his, yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to have to do at this point is scattered all over this city are those jammers that we were talking about earlier. And we're going to have to go and collect and get fuses from these different jammers. Let's see. For the good of Lubec. Let's do tracking on that. And I also have to collect 10 dog tails along the way. Get our first jammer. I guess I'll mark these two. I have an old map somewhere. Now, you don't really need me to kind of point all these different things out to you. If you track the quest right here, you see 3 of 17. It'll give you a description of the rough area and the grid of where these jammers are if you get lost. Now, I'll spare you the monotony of having to kill all these dogs to get the different tails and the location of the different jammers. But I'm just going to power through this here, and I'll display a map of all the different jammer locations on the screen for you. Now we come back to the platform to our final jammer, number 17. Here we are. 17 jammers done. We're just going to go turn all these blown fuses into our, where's he at? Technician. Right over here. Now, a little, if you want to know where the technician is, or an easier way, if you talk to this gentleman right here, he'll actually tell you about the technician and where you can find him. And here we are. Of my inventory, you can see all these fuses in here. You him? Yes, I'm him. What kind of job? Gotta talk to this guy up here. And we gotta show him the dog tails. Okay, so this is the NPC we need to talk to. Well, dog tails. Alright. There we go. Down the street to the Commandant's office. Let's talk to Greek. He's going to refer us to Alex. We get our free SKS. And we do got to go back to the station to pick up our money from that crap I sold. And we're out of here. So we come in here to Alex. Got the special assignment from whom? Yada yada. There we go. Level up again. Details. Blah blah blah. Alright. Okay, so here we are at the gate. Let's talk to our NPC and let's go to Lubec. Actually, Outlands. Lubec Outerlands. Outlands, whatever. The first real map of the game. So, this is kind of like the, oh crap moment for a lot of people when you start playing this game. It's taken more than 2 hours to kind of get to the point where we're at for a new person to download. And then when you first step foot into this map, you're like, oh crap. Okay, this game's kind of big. Yeah. And this is only one of the many. So, it's definitely a big game. There's a lot to do. You can definitely put a couple thousand hours into this game easy. But first thing we're going to do is let's go over here to Trapper. Let's give him our 10 dog tails. Quest complete. He's going to ask you to shoot some more dogs around the stadium. Not worried about that. I'm going to go to Gourmet Village. Used to be called 310 Camp back in the day. Because the grid square used to be 310, but they've kind of changed the map, a few things around. So to get there, this little blob that you see on the map here, Echo 6, Grid 3, this is 310 Camp or Gourmet's Village. Now to get here, we're just basically going to run straight down the street, a couple dogs to fight. The biggest trouble is going to be a sage. As long as we can kill this sage and get past that sage just fine, we're golden. It's going to be... the dogs out here are a little bit stronger, so with a TOZ and an SKS, it's a slight annoyance, but we might die once. We should be able to get through there. The reason we want to go there and get there as fast as we can is it's a major hub in the game. It's the biggest trading point in the game, so we're better off to get deals on weapons and armor there. You'll have a lot of people trading equipment, so we want to get there. That's where people are more willing to spend money if something's there. Let's say if I'm selling a weapon, but I'm selling it from a different trader somewhere else in the game, most people that are looking to buy are usually at Gourmet. So for just convenience, they'll pay more money if I sell it from there and they don't have to mail it to themselves. Instant gratification. Nobody likes waiting for shipping. Okay, this is the part where we just hope we don't get... Okay, Sage is dead. That wasn't so bad. Usually this Sage, especially for a newer player, it can be... he can be a pain in the ass for new players. He can. Hey, look, I lucked out. Got a Mirage artifact. It's going to be nice. We're going to take that down and sell that to the medic in Gourmet up ahead here. If you see this little text popping up onto the side, base belongs to... They're premium bases, so it's for clans. If you're a clan, you can go and you can purchase a premium base. See, there's Delaware, there's Nenin, Nene, what are they called? Udar, Haidar. They're the biggest dickheads in the game. I usually don't like talking shit on educational videos, but those guys are just straight up assholes. KOS them if you see them. And that pretty much goes for everybody. They just kill... They kill clan players, they kill clanless players, they kill everybody. They're just assholes. They're bandits of the game, really. But, so here we are at Gourmet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to sell all this equipment. And I'm going to use the money for my TOZ, my SKS, and all this kind of stuff. I'm going to buy a Mossberg 500. And that's going to kind of get us going pretty quick. But, yeah, so look, 100,000 right there, 100,000 rubles. So I take that 100,000, right? Plus my SKS, that's like 100,000 rubles right there. I can get like 50,000 for that TOZ and this 6B1 body armor. The big thing is getting that Mossberg 500, because once you get a Mossberg 500, especially early game like this, it opens a lot of things up for you. The TOZ just does not have the power that you need for exploring parts of this map. So if you come over here to Smoothbore, see 150,000 for a TOZ, and then right now we got a pretty cheap Mossberg 500 on the board for 440, so that's our target. We're gonna get 440 rubles, get this Mossberg 500, and then we're kind of golden from there for most of this map, and then we can kind of work on getting a different weapon from there on out. Things to remember is rifles are more player weapons. So you know your AK-74s, your 5.45 guns, that stuff is for killing players, and shotguns are kind of king of killing creatures. When you start out as a new player, most of the time you're fighting creatures, so go with a shotgun first, and then it's going to take you a little while to get into PvP if you want to do some clan stuff. You're going to have to get your armor better, you're going to have to get your character level, your skills up. So don't even worry about any of that. Just, you know, focus yourself on, you know, getting a good survival gun for killing mutants. Start working on leveling up and pushing forward. But I got some stuff coming up in the future. I'm looking at getting people their 6B13s. We're going to be talking about some other things like maybe premium bases I might get into. Well, that's it for the Jammer Quest. So that's getting us out of Lesnaya, getting us to Lubec or you know, Outlands 310 camp. Hope that helped. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'll see you on the next one.